People in the USA are buying cars again. The times of crisis when new cars stood like lumps of lead on the dealers' forecourts are over. People are showing what they can afford and enjoying it. Of course, for fans who want lots of power, Dodge is always the brand to go to. An extrovert U.S. muscle car which never seems to go out of fashion. Ford are naturally celebrating a glitzy world premiere in Manhattan. The new Ford Mustang is already a firm favorite in the street landscape of the USA. It is followed now by the mighty Shelby GT 350R version. You'll probably seldom come across the Shelby Mustang in Germany, but you'll see this car more often. The Focus RS already had its world premiere in Geneva, and it's now celebrating its USA premiere in Manhattan. Chevrolet is one of the most famous makes of American car. Unfortunately, it disappeared from the market here several years ago. For this reason, the new Malibu won't be available here in Europe. It is as common a sight on the streets of North America as the Passat is over here. When it comes to luxury and sports cars, Cadillac is one of the most popular makes. Don't worry, the car has only been covered up again, as it's being prepared for the official presentation to the international press gathered here. Totally unknown in Europe, but one of the traditional makes of car in the USA, which you buy if you can afford it, Lincoln is the luxury brand in the Ford Group. The Alfa Romeo cars and their ladies are always a highlight at American car shows. Nevertheless, cars made by this Chrysler subsidiary are a rare sight on the roads here. The Americans love German cars, which means it always gets pretty crowded at the Mercedes stand. The GLE 63 AMG is attracting admiring gazes in New York. Kia is celebrating the world premiere of the new Optima in Manhattan. This elegant limousine will come onto the market in the USA shortly and in the autumn here. The U.S. market is important for the Infiniti, which is why the Japanese car makers are presenting their new SUV called the QX30 for the first time in New York. There is another of the many world premieres at the Porsche stand. It's certainly no secret that the Schweben sports car has cult status in the land of opportunity. Porsche managed once again in 2014 to sell more cars there than the previous year. These sports cars are the absolute car of their dreams for many Americans. As the economy and therefore employment levels and salaries are improving, those who can't afford it are buying a Porsche. Porsche have given them one more reason to fulfill their dream, in the shape of the Boxster Spyder. After all, spring in New York will soon be tempting drivers to put the top down. Audi is another made-in-Germany car manufacturer who has earned high acclaim from American car buyers. The Ingolstadt company sold more cars than ever there last year, and 1 in every 3 Audis sold has a Q in its name. This is why the largest generation of the Q7 is attracting Audi fans' attention. Even when stationary, it exudes handling and sporting performance, and this puts it exactly on the right wavelength for demanding technology-oriented customers. On the VW stand this year, everything is centered on the Beetle. 4 exciting design studies are intended to arouse interest in this cult car, but they all have one thing in common: people's love for one of the most charismatic cars of our times. VW are presenting a version of their bestseller previously unknown in the USA in the form of the Golf Sportwagen All-Track. The off-road Golf is a firm favorite here at home as the variant All-Track, but this is new territory in North America, so people are bound to be gazing inquisitively in Manhattan.